Yashua, Bar Dawed, the Savior, Son of the Beloved, successor to Dr. Malachi Z. York Ill. I am here in Chicago, Illinois, the Moorish Mecca, where the Prophet Ilha Sharif Abdul Ali, also known as Prophet Nobuju Ali, the Egyptian Adab, said Chicago will become our new Moorish Mecca. It was time for me to present myself as I've been out here. Those that understand the Ratib as well as the Kitab will know that it is Al-Haq. Once again, I am Yashua Bar Dawed Barbarian.
Peace, King.
What's good?
Peace. Introduce yourself, my guy.
Oh, I'm Prince Yashua Bar Dawed, Yashua Ill, my AEO name. Kina Shed Fu. You know what I mean? Those that don't understand what AEO is, the ancient Egyptian order. I'm the successor to Dr. Malachi Z. York Ill. I'm going to repeat that. I'm the successor to Dr. Malachi Z. York Ill. You know what I mean? Let me let you see my face.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not hard to find.
Okay. Wow.
That's how we flagging. You
right.
Know what I mean? And my camera voice, we get it in Ohio. I'm in Ohio right now, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm talking to one of the conscious brothers that happened to bump into me, and you see I'm camouflaged. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So come with your question.
Cool. What's been going on with you, man? What type of work have you been putting in the community?
Well, I just left the Mecca. You know, those that don't understand the Mecca, because they call Chicago the Mecca, but they call Harlem the Mecca too, from, you know what I mean? The brother Clarence 13X, you know, he named Harlem Mecca, but Nobuju Ali was here first, so he said Chicago shall become the Moors' new Mecca. So I left the Mecca September the 9th, going out on missionary work, Dawa, you know what I mean? And touched down September the 9th in Detroit. Left Detroit September the 12th and touched down in Pittsburgh, you know what I mean? Left Pittsburgh on the 15th, touched down in D.C. on the 16th, you know what I mean? And touched down in Richmond, Virginia on the 17th. And then that weekend I was back in D.C. and then I was back in Richmond and then I was back in D.C. and I was in Baltimore and I left Baltimore and touched down and where I'm at now, you know what I mean? I went to Atlanta, let me back up. I went to Atlanta and left Atlanta, and now I'm out here in Columbus, you know, getting it in on my way back to the Mecca, you know what I mean? Like I said, you see I'm camouflage and I ain't got my holy garments on, you feel me? And you happen to bump into me talking that sonetta or that polite or that Sarasut and said it, talk to me and didn't know who you was talking to, you feel me? Come back with your next question, huh?
So yeah, tell me about, you say you're the prince of the Nubian nation of the Moors, and tell me a little about Malachi Z. York. Can you expound on his current situation?
Well, you know what I mean? Like I say, I was crowned prince in the year 2007. It's not no secret. I showed you my seals. You know what I mean?
You showed them to me. I saw them.
I don't have to pull them out to pull it on camera, but I showed it to you.
I saw it.
Want to be known that, hey, I got these credentials for you individuals that we think that we don't exist no more. You understand? Yeah, Malachi, he's straight. You know what I mean? He ain't went nowhere. He ain't in no institution. You understand? So you individuals that thinking he over in ADX, you niggas some fool. And I called you niggas. That's what you are. NBCs, Negroes, blacks, and colors. You know what I mean? Malachi ain't went nowhere. He right there where we know he at. Next question.
So I left there and I went on to the Moorish Science Temple out there in Queens with a brother named Salahuddin, who's a Rosicrucian, Astarian, who's everything he could read, very confused. But he took me to the Moorish Science Temple, he had his feather on and stuff, and I sat amongst them. And I listened about the noble Jew Ali story. He's a prophet. He wrote his own Quran, copied out of the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus by a man named Livy. And I said, nah, ain't no discipline here. Can't do it here. But where was I to find a place on earth or a culture that you can hide off into the corner and groom a certain amount of people to breed kids that, as the scripture says about Noah, would be perfect in their generation, that would not be touched by the what? By Muhammad. Where could you do that at? So I looked and I said, the only religion that has so many dumb restrictions on it, so many unresearched facts, numbers made to look like facts because nobody's researching them, is Islam. But you have to grab a specific, you have to be particular about how you use it. So I said, how do I create a cult that would isolate itself from everybody? The Sunnis would leave us alone, the Nation of Islam would leave us alone, the Christians would leave us alone, and the Israelites and Hebrews would leave us alone.
Peace in war times. This is another installment of showing that Taharqa doesn't take no real time out to do no real research. And he just, again, like I told you, he's throwing a whole bunch of people together and don't even know who these people really are. And that they're really, a lot of these people are not as good as he may think or what he have heard. Now this guy here is calling himself Prince Yashua. His whole name is Prince Yashua Bar Dawid. And as you heard from the video footage, you know, he claimed to be the successor to Dr. York. All right, so, and you could tell he's into Moorish science information. So I put in the after all he said he was saying, is that, you know, York had no respect for Islam. York clearly stated, number one, he disrespected the Noble Drew Ali and the Holy Quran Circle 7 by saying that it was just plagiarized from the Queen Gospel of Jesus book. And he claimed that all those things he taught was schools. So none of that makes no sense. All right. So that was the first point. That's the first point. The next point is, a couple years ago when we was doing a lot of debating and stuff, he sent word through this female sister. I guess she was his representative or something, through Facebook Messenger, saying that he wanted to debate me for my Nupul crown, or the hat that we had. My crown for his crown, meaning if we debate and if I lost, I would have to take my crown off and give it to him, or vice versa. And that was, I guess, a form of a challenge. You know, it's kind of like how the 5%ers used to do. You know, if they rolled up on somebody who claimed that they was into the information, that they would challenge them, ask them what the day's mathematics. They have to be able to spit that stuff back like real quick. And if not, you know, they would take their books from them, whatever. And so I was, you know, number one, like I told her, I said, number one, this is us dealing with Nawapians at the time, before they changed their name to Sabians. So what we was doing had nothing to do with the MST, the Moor Science Temple, or any other religious group at that time. So I said, it made no sense to debate you for what? Because it was clearly unrelatable, and by looking at the video footage, you could tell he's mentally off. Something is wrong with him. All right. And then if you look at, because I screenshotted the video, and if you look at it, he said he's the real Prince York. So that alone in itself shows you something's wrong with you. You sick. How you the real Prince York when you a whole different person? You not this. So what is Prince York the clone and you the real one? This is what I'm saying. These are the type of people that cults draw, and these people want to be the leader, or they want to be some type of blood relation to the leader, and it's insane. All right. We talked about that. Again, he claimed he's the successor. How can you be the successor when York wasn't the successor himself? York lied on Abdul Rahman. He's not kin to that man who's the great grandson of the Mahdi. That's a lie. York's father is David Piper, a pimp. You could go to chucksnawapinism.com and just type in Dr. York's family, and they got the whole thing in there. Even the Wapians put in one of their books they put out a couple years ago, acknowledging David Piper as York's true father. So all of this stuff, if you look at it, it's mental illness to mental illness to mental illness, and all of these people are running around in the black community unchecked, and nobody is like really putting a light on these people. These people are sick. All right. So basically, this is just to show and prove that Taharqa doesn't know who he's talking about or who he's giving props to these individuals, because again, it's not about, you know, people having flaws, because we all human, and we at three South, so, and we part of the black race, and we at the bottom of the race totem pole. So of course we gonna have, not only do we have the worst spirits, we came up in the worst conditions. So a lot of these men that we're looking at came from broken homes, even myself included. So being in these situations, spirit beings also are part of that, and they attach themselves to make sure that, you know, we come up without certain ingredients of having a family structure. And Sound Reason and Noon is here to fix that. And all of these men, most of them here don't have Noon science, so they're really religionists in their own rights, and this is why they're trying to find something to do and become to improve themselves. But the truth of the matter is, if you can't deal with the reality that you're not the son or daughter of a particular person you're idolizing, then that shows that you're definitely not fit to deal with anything else, because you're not in reality. This is no different than fans, true fans who become infatuated with the favorite idol, and they got their pictures all over the place. They believing and dreaming of them, hoping they meet them one day, or they might have met the idol and just believe that, oh, they speaking to me through pictures and communicating through me and telling me to do this and do that. These are what these individuals are doing, and because of that, it's why the mental illness is strong. So I'm not gonna say too much more about this situation. I'm pretty sure when Prince Yashua see this video, he probably gonna send out another challenge or a threat. These people are insane, and you can just look at them and tell that. And they don't want to accept reality that York was just as much as a criminal and a hater and an abuser of the Ethiopian race. And the facts are coming out, and so we're just gonna keep going. See you on the next video. True men to call for peace and wartime.